Hi everyone, Joe here at Joe's Investment Express. Let's spend a little time together taking a look at Mark Minervini's 1-month trend screener on Marketsmith. Why? Because the market is trying to start a new tradable rally. At minimum, maximum, it has put in the bottom. We will know more tomorrow if the market makes a confirmation day. But let's take a look at these stocks and get ready in case they all break out at once. A lot of them already have actually, which is a really good sign. When you see a proliferation of breakouts, that's a better sign that the bottom is getting built out, better than just looking at the indexes. Let me show you how to find this thing. It's hard to find, but I'll show you how to find it, favorite it, and if you don't subscribe to Marketsmith, you can just do a screenshot and at least write down these symbols and do some of your own research. Now remember, technically we are still in a bear market. You should be trading really small, tight stops. Although with these power plays, you want to give them a little more wiggle room. So instead of a 10% max stop, what you can do is you can do half at 5%, half at 15%. Guess what? That averages out to a 10% sell stop. So here's the S&P 500. As you can see, it just undercut the June lows and it's put together 2 big days in a row, but we wait for the 4th day. You can watch my general market analysis that I did some time ago. I'll put it in the description and in the comments just if you're interested. But let's get to the Minervini screen. And I suppose I should say this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for education, just adding to your body of knowledge. I have been investing for 25 years, since 1996. Okay, so how do you find this screener? Well, let's open up this bottom panel so it's nice and large. And then you go here, hold on, I'm cheating a little bit. So you go to reports, then hold on, that's open. Okay, sorry, let's start over. You go to reports, you go to stocks, that opens like so. You go to technical, and here finally you see the Minervini trend templates. The 5-month trend template shows shows stocks that have been in a uptrend, a stage 2 trend, for 5 months. The 4 trend, the 1 to 4 month, between 1 to 4 months. We're going to look at the most aggressive one today, the 1-month trend screener. This shows stocks that are just barely moving out of stage 1 to stage 2. These can make spectacular moves to the upside, but they are generally more volatile because they don't have a firmly entrenched uptrend. So let's take a look. Okay, so I've got it open, and if you want to screenshot this, actually, let's wait a minute. Let's change it to the highest possible composite rating. So here are the strongest stocks on this list. There's 79 on the list, and let's see what they are. Metal fabrication, pollution control, oil and gas, chemicals, telecom, chemicals, pollution control, consumer services, education, metal processes. I'm staying away from the oil and gas now. I feel like the easy money has been made, and they're cyclical, and they could start cycling down when things unwind in Ukraine. So I'm probably going to stay away from those. What else can we do? You can sort by composite rating. Another cool thing you can do is you can sort by industry. Let's look at these hot industries. 1 utility, 1 transport, 2 telecoms, a handful of retail, 1 real estate development. That's surprising. Some oil and gas, a bunch of medical and biotech, as I suspected. Biotech stocks are the #1 leading industry right now. Few finance, few computer. All right, so what I can do now is I download it into an Excel spreadsheet like so. And then I switch. Personally, you certainly can just look at them here on Marketsmith, and you can just cycle through them. You click on them, and you just press the space bar, and you can look at the daily, you can look at the weekly. But what I like to do is look at them on stockcharts.com because the charts are much more attractive and aesthetics are important to me, and the annotation capabilities are top-notch. So let's switch over to stockcharts.com. Okay, here's my stock charts platform. I have a link to this in the description. And if I go to my chart lists, and I already created a new list, you just go add list, new list, and you add the stock charts, copy and paste them in there, and then here they are. I just made this earlier, and then you go chart list, 10 per page. Now I already went through these, and I picked about 10. Honestly, most of them look really good. Most of them will be buyable very soon or in the next few weeks if the market cooperates. Now, if the market rolls over, they're probably going to get pulled down with the weight of the market. But let me just show you a handful of them. I don't want to run too long because I know you guys are busy. I'm busy too. This first one, 𝐴𝐸RI, and you know what? Here, hold on. Maybe you guys want to screenshot this as well. If we rank this by strength of the stock price, you can screenshot this, and then let me go down. You can screenshot this one more time. Okay, that's probably good enough. Now let's look at a few charts. Hope you're not getting bored. I want to show you this chart. What does it mean when you have tight action day after day after day? That means this company is being acquired or it's merging. The easy money has already been made. Hope you're already in. You know what we do when we see a chart like this that we're not into? We just delete it. Because unless you're trading millions of dollars, the tiny amount of money you can make through arbitrage is not worth it. Here is my number one pick off of this list, First Solar, and a lot of these are power plays. This is I'll explain to you what a power play is. So it moves up 100% or more in a short amount of time, and then it consolidates for at least 10 days, 10 to 20. You don't really want it to go too long, but 10 to 20. You want it to consolidate less than 20%. This one's only gone down 9%. And then you want to see it tighten up. This didn't tighten up super well, super perfectly, I don't know. But it tightened up enough, and now it's broken out so you can buy it. You could have bought it today. You could have bought it right around here. And then these go up really fast. Put your stop at 10% or right beneath this high tight flag. Let me show you what they're supposed to do. And then, no, we don't want to do that. And then I will we'll come back to this real quick. This is what power plays can do. This is AKRO. Do not buy this right now. It's way overextended. Same kind of thing. Quick 100% or more move. Consolidation for 10 or 20 days. Less than 20%. Look at this wonderful tight zone. You don't buy at the high. You buy from this pivot point right here when it blasts out of the tight zone. This has gone up like 30-some% in just a handful of days. I actually bought it right here. That's the good news. The bad news is the market has been so lousy that I just bought a tiny smidge of shares, and now, of course, instead of being happy, I'm wishing I bought more shares. First Solar, number one pick. Mark Minervini said he just put on a big position yesterday right here. Look at all this institutional buying, and I'm not going to mess around with fundamentals today, except for this is the number one biotechs and the solar industry are probably the number one industry. Let's look at, yeah, that's right. The fundamentals are a mess. Look at these garish red marks in the revenue and EPS. But clearly, the market looks forward the mutual funds are looking forward. They know something that we don't they? That's why if you only play off of fundamentals, you're going to miss some of these big moves. Yeah, you fundamentalists out there, don't unsubscribe. I'm a believer in William O'Neill, accelerating fundamentals and so forth. And a lot of the 5-month trend stocks will show that. But we're looking at these early turns, and a lot of them don't have the fundamentals yet. But the mutual funds have been visiting with the CEOs. They've been touring the factory, and they know that good numbers are coming. A couple other things you want to look for. You want to see the 200-day moving average turning upwards. You want to see the 50-day moving average turning upwards. You want everything in your favor. I spent way too much time on this stock. Let's look at some more here. This is FREY, Fryer Battery, powerful uptrend, 650 to 16. This is definitely a power play. It's really not giving us much of an opportunity to get into this thing, has it? We can draw some resistance lines. So here's kind of your top of your double bottom. Look at that double bottom. You got a double bottom within a double bottom within a double bottom. Those are called fractals, pattern within a pattern within a pattern. You had a nice gap up here, probably on earnings, and see how it's acting like a ball, a bouncing ball. Pulls back, snaps right back out of it. Pulls back, bounces, pulls back, bounces. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see it splatting like an egg. So with this kind of thing, what we can do now, this is a little extended. Let's see if we can play that one more time. Let's see if we can see it pull back to, what is that line? Hold on. Is that my 21-day or so? And then when we see it start to power up again, then that's when you pull the trigger. Look at the volume here. Maybe that was earnings. I don't have time to check right now. Maybe you can tell me. That was September 21st or something. Let's see. DCGO. Man, I wish I would have bought this today. Nice cup. It's deep, but it's been a bad market. Look at this VCP. Wide, less wide, less wide, less wide. There's your low cheat right there. Doggone it. Why am I not in this stock? This is really making me angry. I'm not that angry, but yeah, I'd like to be in this thing. So here's your resistance line. You got a bit of a pivot point here. You could have done a pullback buy when it bounced off of the 50-day moving average. Now it's just, oh, did I delete that? Doggone it. It's just a skosh extended. Yeah, it's just a little bit extended. If we could get it to slide sideways or drift down just a day or 2 or 3, then we could get into this thing. It went up 8% today. We gotta let it tighten up again just a little bit. But let's watch this thing. This is looking really good. What do you think? 2 more? All right. ABST. That's a little messy. I'm not too excited about that. Yeah, it's in an uptrend, but we need to see it build out a handle here. AGYS. The right side is just a little compressed. We got a little supply over here. Nice to see it pull back and then bounce or make a handle. Nice volume, big volume buying though. This is a little compressed. I don't think I'd buy this tomorrow until we see what I just mentioned. Here we go. Now we're talking, right? ATXS, this is another biotech. You got a little supply that it blew through today. Here's our supply line, aka resistance. Huge 17% move today. Big volume, big volume, big volume. Wonderful little pivot point. So the ideal thing to do, here's your low cheat if you were feeling, here's your lowest cheat. Here's your low cheat if you were feeling really adventurous. But here's a nice little pivot point. You could have put on a little right there. You could have put on a little bit more at like 10.25. It's extended now. I hate to say it, but we can't buy it at this very moment. Let's see. Surely it will pull back a little bit now if it's up 17%. Let's see if it'll pull back just a little bit, maybe give us a new pivot or pull back and then start bouncing to the upside. I'm got this on my short list. Not to short, but to buy soon. Because that's looking really good, isn't it? Let's see. Gosh, 15 minutes. I got to get out of here. 𝐴VEO, another great one. AXNX. This is a great one. I wrote a Seeking Alpha article on that once upon a time. CAP. You get the point. We could do this all day. Here's another one. CAPRCECE. HAE. I'm just telling you the ones I pre-screened. IRDM. NBIX. I actually bought a little bit of this one. I'm not happy with how it squatted today, but let's give it a chance. That's all. PLRX. Nice VCP going on here. Though it's kind of wedging up just a little bit. You don't want it to wedge up. You want it to drift down. RVNC. RYTM. Okay, that's it. So if you got something out of this, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. I'm slogging to 2,000 subscribers. It's a very slow process. Feel free to do a hit the thanks button, or you can buy me a coffee in the description. Let me know your opinions on any of these stocks or anything else you want to talk about related to the market. Boy, I am sure hoping for a confirmation day tomorrow. If that happens, I will put out a general market video as soon as I can. Study up on confirmation days. William O'Neill confirmation days. All right, that's it. Take care.